forget to like, share, and subscribe. If y'all don't pick my sign up. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Psychology Eats. So what's eating you? Hello, everyone, and welcome to the channel. If this is your first time visiting the channel, hello, and hello. Welcome. I am a reaction channel, and I do reactions on pretty much whatever is trending. And today I do have two topics that I want to talk about. Also, I hope this video finds you in great mental health. And if you're not, please contact your local mental health agency or ER if you are having a mental health crisis. Anywho, so there are two trending stories that are on TikTok and over here on YouTube and some other social media platforms. The first one is the school teacher that allowed or asked a few of his female students to take down his hair, take out his braids. And so some people, were like, so what? No big deal. He did it. He said that, he didn't interfere with academics because he said everyone's work was done. And so he had a hair appointment. And so the girls probably most likely have been like, oh, we'll take your hair down, or let us take your hair down, whatever. Some of this, I just want to say, it's a black thing and you just wouldn't understand it. Baby, it's a black thing and you just would not understand it, Karen and Bob. Okay? You just not going to understand it. As a child, that's how we learn, especially black girls. We learn on adults' heads. That's how I learned how to braid. I did this. I braided my own hair. I've been braiding hair since I was 8, 9, 10 years old. How did I learn? I learned on my grandmother. I learned on my cousins. I learned on whoever would allow me to get in their scalp. That's how we learn. And so those girls, they look middle schoolish. I'm sure they're very talented in doing hair, and taking down hair or taking out braids is easy. That a 5-year-old, a little black girl can do that, or a boy. I think people started to people were almost insinuating some sort of sexuality or sexual inappropriateness because the girls were taking down his hair. And that I call bullshit. And that I say, you don't understand the culture. You don't understand the culture, and your mind is in the gutter. Okay? Your mind is in the gutter. In my opinion, was there anything wrong with him allowing the girls to take his hair down? No. It wasn't done in some sexually inappropriate manner, because I believe that's what people had in their brains, the ones who said it's wrong. Let me say this. I've worked in situations, if this is the first time clicking on my channel, I've been in the field of social work, mental health, over 30 years, right? I've worked in all kinds of environments. I've worked in juvenile centers. I've worked, with kids in foster care. One of the things that I've done, just because of being black, right, and understanding black hair care, and understanding that even if somebody is in a situation like foster care, for example, I would have black kids who were being fostered by white families, and especially the girls. If I went out to visit them, because let's say I was there on behalf of the children and make sure they were straight, to give them therapies, whatever, to be the connection between them and their birth families, whatever. If their hair wasn't right, if their hair literally was unkept and not taken care of, that's what all I needed. I had to talk about it. And I would tell the foster parents, look, you got to do something about her hair. Her hair is unkept. Now, you want me to show you? You don't know, I will go out on my visits to see kids and I'll bring all my hair stuff. Let me do your hair. Let me hook you up real quick. Okay? And then I would tell the parents, look, you need to find a braider. You need to find a professional hairdresser. If you're not going to be able to do it, and don't have the skill set to do it, then you need to pay somebody to do it. Because what you're not going to do is have her walking around here looking like this. Okay. Now, I'm working in a juvie facility, and boys, they might get locked up with their hair freshly braided, right? And there's nobody in there that can braid hair or redo their hair or take their hair down. I'd be like, take your hair down, wash it, come to my office, and let me throw you in some braids because you out here looking crazy. I know you locked up, but Jesus. Right? Let me give you 5 straight backs until you, especially when you about to go to court. You ain't going to court looking a mess. Right? That's important. It's a cultural thing, and this ain't the video for it. I'm gonna leave it there. As far as the black teacher, I think he might have lost his job. He actually gave a great rebuttal to all the haters and people who had something to say, and he shut the shit down. I don't know if he lost his job. He might have, because the world is made up of all these Karens who worried about the wrong shit. All right, let's move on from that. The other thing was there's a mother who called children and youth to have her children removed. She called DIFES, whatever you call it, whatever your state. Child Protection Services on herself. I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. I've known situations where parents have done that. And what usually will happen if a mom, especially a single mom, I've seen single dads do it, raising their kids and becoming overwhelmed. They have insufficient food. They don't have transportation to work. It's just a whole much. They're facing evictions. It's so much stress. And maybe they don't have a connection back to their family. They don't have a village around them that can help them. And they will reach out to family services, children and youth, whatever, and say, they're at the end of their rope. Come get my kids. I can't do anything for my kids. Now, what will usually happen, because people think that children and youth they want to gather all these kids and take as many kids as they want, as they can get. That's not true, right? And so what they will do in a case like that, if the kids are not in any immediate danger, meaning they're not being abused physically or mentally, and maybe mom is just overextended herself, she's stressed out, she needs support. What they in most cases will do is put in some support for her. Okay, mom, you need counseling. Do you need food? Do you need support? Is your rent, are you about to get evicted? What is going on? They may even offer mom respite care for her children. Okay, so you're having a rough time. We can respite the kids in a licensed foster home for the weekend, for a month, to let you have some time to pull yourself together. Whatever that may look like. And so they don't necessarily come in and remove children. Like I said, if they're being neglected or abused physically, mentally, sexually, then absolutely they're going to remove the kids. But in her case, I don't know. You could tell me in the comments what happened with her kids, because I really don't know. I just know that this story is trending and people are like all aghast. They're like, oh my God, how could she do that? And, understand if you're a parent You know how stressful things can get. You may not understand her level of stress because you have support in your life. You got a mom, a dad, sisters, cousins, friends, whatever. You have somebody you can lean on. But when you don't have anybody to lean on, it becomes almost unbearable to continue. And so I really applaud her for reaching out for help, because she could have did the alternative and said, I can't deal with this anymore. I'm going to unalive myself and my children. And she didn't do that. She said, I need help. Somebody, please help me. Take my kids. Just let me, do whatever I need to do. I can't do this anymore. And I applaud her for that. And so in conclusion, thank you all for listening. I just want to talk about the 2 hot topics that are trending right now out here on social media. Thanks for supporting my channel. If you're new here, consider subscribing to the channel. And don't forget to like before you leave. Thank you.
Guess what? I got a sale with me. And hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that like button. And hit that little bell.
Subscribe. Say subscribe to Psychology Eats.
Subscribe to Cowboy Eats.
Not Cowboy.